Hey guys, what's up? This is Fantasia. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking and watching this video. In today's video, we're gonna just be doing something a little fun in honors of Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week to all my fellow nurses out there. Thank you for all that you guys do. I know personally we work hard. Treat yourself to some this week, you know. And in honor of Nurses Week, I just wanted to do something a little fun and simple. I wanted to share my makeup routine for work, give you guys some tips and tricks to get like a simple, minimalistic, you know, professional nurse makeup look. And I love the way it turned out. It turned out so just perfect. I think this is the perfect makeup look for work. You got the updo for the hair, showing the face. It's easy, it's simple. It took about a good 10-15 minutes to do, and that included me talking. So this is something that I wanted to leave you guys with, just to show you guys can wear makeup to work, still get the job done. You don't have to be doing nothing all high maintenance where you're stepping away and, you know, catering to your face and not your patients. So yeah, I don't know guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it adds something to your life. And if you're new to this, to become true to this, hit that subscribe button, girl, and let's go ahead and get into this makeup look. Alrighty. Hey guys, so I brought you guys in some, because I want you guys all up close and personal so we can get this face going. Oh, and the special thing about today is that all these products, drugstore, you know I got you. So I'm gonna give you guys a tutorial, and everything is gonna be really like literally under probably 10 bucks. So yeah. So the first thing I have here is this e.l.f. brow pencil, and I'm just gonna quickly show you guys how I would do like one brow. I've showed you guys my brows in other videos, but yes, I would do my brows for work. Yes, girl, we get our brows done. So just go in and let's see. Let's see. And really with brows, you just want to, in this instance, I'm not necessarily trying to get like a perfect shape. I'm just gonna quickly fill everything in. So with brows, you're thinking more like all these little spars. I just go in and fill them in. I don't do anything deep. And really that's like what I would consider brow. I love this brow Ultra Precise Brow Pencil by e.l.f. It's really good, but it looks like they're discontinuing it. So yeah, that doesn't make it fun, but there's so many good brow pencils at the drugstore. Another one I really like is from Covergirl. Milani has them. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to that. So that's exactly how I would do my brows for work, okay? I wouldn't try to do anything super, you know, major, but just wanted to go in, and looks like I added too much to this one, but we'll make it work, right? Okay, so there we go. This looks a little different. Everything will come together at the end, so I'm happy about that. And then, so I want to go ahead and prep my lips real quick, because honestly I forgot to do that. And this is not drugstore, but I use it in just about every single video. And this is my Laneige Lip Mask. I love this so much. It really just preps the lips nicely. And I think prepping your lips while you're doing your makeup is really important, because depending on what the product does, you just want to have your lips like, you know, exfoliated. You want to have them nice and plump for when you go in with that final lip product. So you want to make sure you prep your lips at the beginning of your makeup, okay? And this does, you know, go into the lips. It won't stay super juicy like that the whole time. Alrighty, so next I want to keep it simple, and I would go into my primer, and I love this primer by Milani. It's got SPF 30, and even if you're inside, okay, you want to use your SPF, because you have windows, you have lights, you always want to keep your skin perfect. And I feel like this is a really good primer to use when thinking of going in with a primer for work, okay? This is really nice. It's not necessarily hydrating and it's not necessarily matte either. It's just the perfect primer, I think, for all skin types. Okay, so next step that we're gonna go into is concealer, okay? And I'll tell you why when we get to talking about foundations. But the concealer that I'm gonna use is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. This is my hands down favorite concealer from the drugstore. And I like this because it's creamy and it gives you a really flawless, effortless look under the eye. So whenever I do powder, which is what I'm gonna use today, I typically like to go in with my concealer first. That's just my preference, okay? Oh, I am like making a mess. Okay, so, and then you go in with, I would go in with a sponge and just simply let that soak that in, right? Just pounce it in, okay? And concealer is just going to give you like more coverage under the eyes and conceal any bags, dark circles, and it really gives you like a flawless look under the eyes, okay? And I always like to go in with 2 layers of concealer under my eyes. I just think it gives you more of a flawless look. Okay. All right, so see how much that just brightens up. And even if you wanted to go to work just like this, you could kind of stop here, set your concealer, and go to work like that. You could do that. I personally like a little bit more coverage on my face than that. So I'm gonna go in with 1 more layer of concealer. I'm gonna let that dry down for a second, and while that's drying down, I'm gonna go ahead on and go into my powder. And when I think of a foundation for work, I either want to use a CC cream or I want to use a powder. Okay, so with a powder foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use that today because it's 1 less step than a CC cream. CC cream is just a little bit less coverage than a foundation. It's easy to wear, it's very lightweight, and it'll still give you a professional look. And that's why I chose to share a CC cream with you guys today, if you guys want that option. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my 16-hour Maybelline Superstay foundation powder because it's 1 step less than if I were to use a liquid, because with liquids you have to set. And when I think of getting ready for work, you want it to be easy breezy, and so I'm gonna show you guys like a powder, how to apply powder, okay? Alrighty, so you just go in with the tip of and just see how much coverage it gives you when you let it sit for a second, and I like that type of coverage. I love it. You kind of want that light and brightened look under your eyes. It gives you like a light and brightened look. Okay, look how pretty that is. I love this concealer. Okay, so after you put on your concealer, I'm gonna go ahead on and set this concealer. You always wanna set your liquids that you put on your face, and I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Photofocus banana powder. This is like $3 at Walgreens or any drugstore, and I'll put a little bit into my lid. And you just wanna go in with a simple brush. I like to use a brush. I'll use this one, like a pointed brush, and just take a little bit on the tip and just set that. That's gonna keep it in place, keep it from moving, and give it a little color, okay? This is in the shade Banana. I love this shade. Banana's always good for darker skin. Okay, so see how that's nice and set? You know it's not gonna go anywhere. Blend it out. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my powder. And with powders, I like to apply powder with a brush, and I'll show you why. So with powder, I've shared with you guys in the past that you always want to use a shade or 2 that looks a little lighter because it just works better. I don't know, like I just don't like to build, when I think of powder, you're building it on top of itself. And if you have a really dark shade, building color on top of color makes it really dark, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so see how I'm just going around the areas, and I'm just taking the butt of this brush and just putting it on the sides of where I put that concealer, and I'm getting a little more coverage. And you see how it's looking more flawless? You guys can get such pretty looks from the drugstore. I love the drugstore. I mean, I love drugstore makeup. I think you don't have to settle for spending a lot of money to get a good look, especially like we're going to work. Look how pretty that is, right? Everything's set already. I don't have to go in and set anything outside of what I just put on my face at this point. So I'm pretty much done with like complexion, like the base, right? It's really simple for work. I love it. And then I have a bronzer that I'm gonna wanna use next. And I have this Covergirl bronzer. It's the Trublend So Flushed. And you just wanna take a bronzer brush, anything that's simple like this, and you just wanna go in the outside of your face. And I'm just gonna go in like this and see how that just gives you a little bit more depth to your face. And you just want to get these areas around, pretty much like around where you put that concealer. See how I put concealer under my eyes, and then like that. This is so simple. So simple. I love it. Like, look how easy that is. Okay, so next I want to go in kind of with a finishing powder. And this is a tad bit extra for work because more than likely most people don't use a finishing powder, but I'm a finishing powder type of gal, okay? I love me a nice finishing powder, and this is really nice. It's from Wet n Wild. It's the Barefocus finishing powder. Love this. So finishing powder, what it does is just add a little bit of more flawlessness to your face. It's a simple step, and then you just go in under the highlighted areas. That's where I go in, and I just add that extra. Looks like I forgot to blend. Let me see over here. Okay. See how it just kind of adds a little bit more like a flawless look under those areas. And then if you want, you can clean up this area where you had the bronzer just to give it a more sculpted look. I don't always do that, but just tips and tricks. So I'm gonna take this part of my sponge, and I want a little bit more of a highlight on my forehead. And I'm just gonna take where I had that concealer and just add a little bit more of a highlight, right? So we're pretty much already ready for work, girl. Like if I wasn't talking, this would probably be like a 10, 15 minute look. Okay, so that's pretty much done there. Everything is set. I'm gonna go in with a blush, and my all-time like staple everyday blush, no matter what, is gonna be this one by e.l.f. It's Always Spicy. Another drugstore product that is freaking amazing. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on, and you'll just see how these looks just really spice up your face and just kind of give you like the prettiest everyday like look. Like you're not doing too much, you know. You don't want to look like you're going to a party and you're going to work. Look how pretty that is. So stinking pretty, right? So now this is kind of technically where I would stop and just kind of be ready for work, but I want to show you a couple of more things that would just give you guys that extra step if you want to take it. I think highlighter's not overdoing it for work. It's just got to be like the right highlighter. And I like this Essence Pure Nude because it's a very like good everyday highlighter, and mine is Be My Sunlight. That's the shade. And I'm gonna go in with a highlight brush, dibble and dabble into this, and ooh, this is so pretty. See how that's just a basic everyday but just pretty highlight. Put a little bit on your nose, the bridge of your nose, forehead, right? Okay. Alrighty. like it, so pretty. I had to go in and re-sculpt my eyebrow on this side. It doesn't look right. That's a little better. All right, so we're pretty much done. Now here's another tip I want to give you for just kind of spicing up the eyes, okay? I would either go in with my bronzer or my blush going to work. I wouldn't put on a lot of color. So what I'm gonna do is go in with my bronzer this time. I want more of a brownie look on my eyes, and you just take like a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I would just put this into your bronzer and then just kind of sculpt out the crease of your eye. I mean, you can really kind of paint it onto your whole eyelid if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Just give it like a little bit of color, you know, to work with, and kind of be messy with it. You don't want to, you know, I think that's just the perfect little thing to do. I love it, right? And then I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Now watch. I'm gonna give you a couple more tips and then we're gonna be done, guys. How freaking cool is that? Like simple, simple, simple. Okay, so there's that. You see a difference, a subtle difference? So I feel like you can complete the eye look with a little bit of eyeliner, and then I'm gonna go back into my highlighter and take like a pencil brush. And this is just gonna put the icing on the cake, right? Just take the pencil brush and just light up the corner of the eye. So good. And then look at that, that just adds, that's so good. Yes, 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 I love it. Now, a good old brown eyeliner just does it for me. A good old brown eyeliner just does it for me. I don't know, I just love how sultry it looks, and I love this one by Essence. And then a little bit of mascara is how I would finish off this look. And this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Black is Black. And I'm actually gonna rewind that. Mascara is a really good step next, but I wanna share with you guys to set your face prior to doing mascara, because if you wet your face and then if you put on mascara and then wet your face, your mascara can run, and you don't wanna do that. So this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and it's 16-hour wear. Most of this stuff that I showed you guys in this video has got like 16-hour wear, which is really good for 12-hour shifts. But I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and spray it. Oh, lovely. And that's just gonna set your makeup. You always wanna use a setting spray, and then I'll just go in and dry it. I'm dropping stuff. And this has such a flawless, pretty finish to it. Look how it's just gonna set your makeup. Okay, there we go. And then, so that's gonna give you such a flawless, pretty, just, oh, look at that. Look how pretty that is. And you just look so good and professional for work. And then you go in with your mascara. You wanna layer that up. And I love this mascara because it's volumizing and it separates the lashes well. It elongates the eyelashes as well. Okay, so this is the one step I'm gonna go ahead on and finish off camera, and then I'll be right back, okay? Alrighty guys, we're back. So last step, I already did the eyes. Look how everything is just coming together, okay? And the last step is I would keep it simple for my lips, and that's just me personally. I do think this is the place where you can have a little more fun if you would like and just try lip color. But because we're still doing the mask and we haven't kind of phased out of that, I would love to just do like a simple lip gloss. And this is not drugstore. I cheated a little bit, but that's only because this lip cream lip balm is just everything. And I don't know, there's no cutting corners when it comes to this. And I just have the Summer Fridays the lip butter balm. And this is just long lasting. It does so good on the lips. And I would just layer like a small layer of this. Just bring the lips together. And if you want to do a lip liner, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I personally just wouldn't. Don't really want to do all that for work. So this is how I would wear my makeup to work. This is my makeup look for work, okay? I think it's simple. So that is it for this video. I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. I think that this makeup look just screams minimalistic professionalism, easy, simple, and it just has a little bit of pops here and there, something to get you some compliments at work, girl, from your patients, from your coworkers. And as always, guys, I absolutely love you guys and hope that this video added something to your life and found you purpose. And if you're new to this, I would love for you to become true to this. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification next to the subscribe button so whenever I do upload, all my uploads come straight to your device, guys. And you guys are able to click and watch from there. As always, thank you so much for clicking and watching. And happy Nurses Week to all my fellow nurses out there. Thank you guys, thank me, thank everyone for all that we do. We work hard, I know this, and I'm just thanking you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.